Candy, give us some of your blasts from the past. What are some of your...
Let's see. I took over for Chrissy Cavanaugh as the voice of Dexter from Dexter's Lab. DJ, get that from the laboratory! And did that for 7 or 8 years. I am Astro Boy, where Wally played my dad. I am the voice of Astro Boy on the Sony series. And let's see, I was on Foster's Home as Madam Foster. And cheese. Yeah, I like potatoes. Yeah, I like chocolate milk. Yeah, I could it. Mrs. Wakeman from My Life as a Teenage Robot. I was Nick Dean to Debbie Derryberry's Jimmy Nude Bomb. Whatever, you hear what I did? Jimmy Nude Bomb, whatever. And I spent my life playing boys, not with boys, so I would be in jail. Of course, probably not in this crowd, but I'm just saying, have you seen the guy dancing Gangnam Style? He's out there, and he and I are going out later. That is all.
Greg, where have these people heard you lately?
Let's see. I'm still doing a Squeak the Mouse on the Garfield show, which is one of my favorite mice because Garfield won't kick him out of the house. Versatility-wise, I'm also Harry the alley cat who lives down the street, and Herman the mailman who delivers mail to the Arbuckle house, and of course I've always barked and slurped Odie the dog. And
did that make you horny, baby? Did it?
And after you hear Brett Favre or Drew Brees or Dale Earnhardt Jr. talk to you about the jeans they're wearing, I usually tell you Wrangler, real comfortable jeans. And after you see the Honda ATV go riding through the hills, I usually tell you for every challenge, there's a Honda. So I'm out there doing narrations and doing lots of games that we can't talk about, and episodes of everybody else's shows and things that are very fun to do. Wake up, take a shower, and go have to be somewhere.
Just to cause trouble for our sound man, would you do your most famous voice from the Transformers?
Well, in Generation 1, he used to say, "Me Grimlock, me Dinobot leader." But by the time we got around to Transformers Fall of Cybertron, he had improved his pronouns a little, and then Shockwave went and fiddled with his brain and tortured him, but he still was able to say, Optimus, weak to lead, Grimlock lead. So Grimlock has been very good to me for a very, very, very long time.
Debbie.
Hi.
What have you been doing lately?
Let's see. Well, I'm still doing Dracula on Monster High, and goody some dance, and still Speedy Alka-Seltzer. What a relief it is. And I'm working on the second of the Guild Wars video games, which are really just so much fun. I play Taimi, who can't walk very well, and she has a dragon that she rides. And Tara plays Scarlet, who I keep trying to find, and then she wants to kill me. It's this whole thing. And let's see, I have the little Ferris guy on the McDonald's commercials. He doesn't talk like Candy, you know, he's just the little boy. And I go in and I go, okay, bye. And I got to mark an item off my bucket list last week and work for Seth MacFarlane. I got to be screaming burning lady. And that was super fun.
What does screaming burning lady sound like?
In this mic?
Yes.
You serious?
Yeah. Back off a little bit and go.
A little more than that, but that was super fun. So, just, you know, regular life of a voice actress.
And give us some of your past roles that the people that are still being run.
I guess, somebody did see the Addams Family the other day. I played Wednesday Addams. And, Howie Mandel's cartoon, Bobby's World. I was Jackie with the long pigtails, whose mother watched Sally Jesse Raphael. Of course, Jimmy Neutron. God of Blast! That guy with candy. Just about everybody maybe was on it. Gosh, just lots of cartoons. Let's see, Zatch Bell and Tenchimuyo and thank you.
Okay, Fred, you're on.
Hey, I was the screaming girl actually on the show, and I guess you ended up doing it. So I'm gonna cross that one off the list. No, I've been playing Hulk and the Agents of Smash and Avengers Assemble, and that's been a lot of fun. A new show called Wander Over Yonder. I play the bread maker, baby. It's good to see you all here. All right. It's basically an FM DJ. How you doing? And Wander Over Yonder, been all the different monsters. So mostly that's, just things like that. And a bunch of video games we can't talk about right now, but soon, I hope. And what else? Let's see.
If any of these people here were to go to Disneyland this weekend while they're here, would they hear you any place there?
Welcome back, space travelers. You're right on to Space Mountain. Welcome to Space Mountain. Yeah, it's and then, and I used to play. We just finished out Kung Fu Panda, where I played Shifu, Master Shifu. You are not the Dragon Warrior. You'll never be the Dragon Warrior. Did anyone watch Planet Sheen? I was the Emperor on Planet Sheen, which is a Paul Frees ripoff, but it was fun for me to do. Welcome, foolish mortal. And then the farmer on Barnyard. That was a lot of fun. And it's so good to be here. Thanks. Everybody. And then, I guess in the past I played Beast. Marvel's Beast, the mitochondria of the cellular division is going to be a problem. And it's clobbering time! Mr. Ben Grimm.
Thank you. Greg, what have you been doing lately?
Well, before I had my chin shortened and my hair darkened, I used to have a show all week.
It's my ex-boss, oh my God.
Well, the ring, ladies and gentlemen. Lately, we're working on, it's called Final Fantasy. I guess it's installment 5 or 14. They never tell me the end of the numbers, but it's in post-production right now, being assembled for this year. We're also coming up with a show called Gnomes and Trolls, the Forest Trial, which will have an appearance by Mr. James Bond himself,
Sean.
Roger Moore.
Oh.
Yes. What is he, like 70 these days? I don't know, but it's supposed to come out in 2015, so I'm sure they're going to hype that the closer it gets to release. And you've heard me in a number of cartoons for the last 30 years. Where do you want to start?
You were in Toy Story?
These were the latest one. Toy Story goes back. Okay, so for people who were in there from the 80s, who watched cartoons, the 90s and the 2000s, you've heard me somewhere along the line, depending what your age is. In the 80s, I was on Jim Henson's Muppet Babies. I was two of the characters, Fonzie Bear, who told the jokes, waka waka. And he's still that same age. And Baby Scooter, who worked on the computers all the time. And so yeah, that is part of Disney now. And then going into the 90s, I was into the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, where I was that much of a part of it, but they brought me in to fill in for Barry Gordon, who was, people want to know the story, why he needed somebody to fill in for him. Well, he was president of the Screen Actors Guild at the time, and they were recording every week, and he couldn't make a few of the weeks because he was doing some meetings for the guild. So they needed somebody to sound like him or close enough to him, and I came in and was Donatello, and basically I also had to cover his other voice, Bebop, get turtles! So that was 90s, let's see, 2000s, got into some video games here and there. Then more recently, about 2-3 years ago, the movie The Other Guys with Will Ferrell and Mark Wahlberg. I was the voice in the first 12 minutes of it. Anybody familiar with this particular movie? See, I have to explain what this is, but then when you hear it, then you're saying, that's that guy. they accidentally shoot Derek Jeter as there were two cops and they made a mistake, shot Derek Jeter. The gun went off accidentally, so they had to go back to training how to handle their weapons. And as they're being instructed, in the back of the room, you hear my voice going, "You should have shot A-Rod." And I didn't know if that was really supposed to stay in the movie, but from what I heard was that was the funniest offline dialogue that this writer, the director, ever wrote, he said. So yeah, people who saw that movie, they didn't see my face, it was an off-camera voice. So that's kind of what they hire me for. Most recently, a radio commercial that ran for Netflix this past December, I was doing a voice of a hippie promoting Skyfall. And basically, I was like this kind of guy. I said, "Hey, you know, my job is selling sand in bottles at the beach." And I had heard. I'm bringing this up only because I heard somebody wrote into the internet to say, "Who's the hippie in that commercial?" And so it's interesting what people pick up when they hear a voice and they want to know more about it.
Great, thank you, Greg.
Yeah, thanks.
Thank you.